So today I have some CDVs and a cabinet card that remind me of the dress that I made from Mode Artistique 1873, and they all have these lovely wide bands of black velvet on the skirts and also white ruffles of lace or some other kind of fabric trim which very much resemble the style of the dress that I made. Now these pictures here are from different parts of the 1870s. My dress was 1873, and this one down here is most likely around 1873 to 1874 as well in its style. And if you look, you can see closely that the dress is of a light colour, similar to my silver grey ball gown. Lovely wide bands of velvet on her dress, and you can see she's got like what looks like might be a chantilly lace trim on the edges of her skirt. She's got a day bodice on with banding on the cuffs as well, and she's holding a beautiful hand fan, and she's got one of those classic 1870s buckle bracelets on there, quite a wide sort of cuff bracelet. And I absolutely love her large locket with what looks like one of those starburst motifs, and I actually have a locket like that in gold with a starburst motif, not as big as that one. However, I do have a locket which is the same size as that in gold, so very classic for that era. And unusually she's wearing what looks like some kind of a sort of a flower design necklace as well, with little dangling decorations from it. And her earrings are very unusual. Don't know if you can quite make out the earrings there, but very, very unusual shape earrings. And of course the classic high up plaited hair of the 1870s. You can see that the sleeves on her dress are piped at the armholes, and you can see that it's a rather expensive dress that she's wearing there. Just beautiful. Secondly, we have this dress here, which again is from the early 1870s, around 1872 to 1874, that sort of time. And again, the beautiful wide black velvet bands on her dress, most likely black velvet, could possibly be some other jewel tone, but you can see the sheen on the velvet just there on the dress as it catches the light. And she's got a beautiful bobbin lace trim along the edges of where the velvet is applied. She has a matching bobbin lace collar as well, and a little bow. You can just make out she's wearing some kind of a choker with either a brooch or a locket attached. Some beautiful earrings there, looks like they may be diamante or something similar. She's also got a hair jewel and the classic high up plait as well. Just absolutely stunning. Nice detailed cuffs again, and her polonaise, I believe it's a polonaise because it looks like the bodice and the skirt are cut all in one, possibly with a little peplum at the back there. Could be a polonaise, could be a jacket and top, a jacket or basque and overskirt combined, but we can't quite see because her arm's in the way of the join. But you can see that it's got a little split in the front, and it's got a nice big poof out the back. Looks like she might have a hand fan or something there as well, but just an exquisite picture, beautiful detailing, and the overall design really does remind me of my one from 1873. Now this little girl here, again in a very striking similar sort of style with these striking bands of velvet, bows down the front, lots and lots of detailed trim on her skirt, as you can see there. Beautiful ruching detail there, and a ruffle. Lovely little sort of patch pocket on the side of her skirt, large buttons. She's wearing a locket on a little ribbon choker there. This one, because of the narrowness of the skirt and the ruching at the bottom of the skirt, It could sort of be anywhere from around about 1874 to 1876, something like that, maybe a little later, maybe 1877. Little girls from earlier in the period, the skirts tended to be more fuller, so I think she's got the sort of beginnings of a natural form gown on there. And this last lady, which is absolutely exquisite, is wearing a beautiful, beautiful long trained natural form era, late 1870s gown. And again, the very similar black velvet band trim, which was so popular throughout the 1870s, but especially in the early to mid 1870s. And this dress here is, again, is slimline. You can see that the overskirt is pulled back with some gathers on the sides. The bodice is a cuirass bodice, which comes down over part of the hips, and you can just make out the piping where it sort of sweeps along the front and goes up over her hip there. So late 1870s. The cuirass bodice has got this beautiful banding on front. She's got a lovely sort of jabot or cravat around her neck made of lace, and a high lace collar. And it's so nice actually that she's actually smiling in this photograph, something which is so rare these days. You don't get many people that many Victorian photographs where people are smiling, but that's lovely to see. Some pretty earrings there too. And she's holding a beautiful posy of what looks like pansies and daisies and violets, flowers like that. She's got a nice chunky ring on, what looks like a cuff bracelet or something there, but we can only see it at the side. We can't quite see the full thing. Love the details on her cuffs with the crochet lace again, and the ruching, and the little black velvet bows at the wrists. Just wonderful how it's all tied together. Looking further down the skirt, we can see the black velvet banding with the ruffles. They look like pleated ruffles, possibly made of a contrasting fabric or self fabric. It looks like it's contrasting fabric because it looks lighter in colour. And if you look very, very closely, you'll see that the fabric of her main skirt has got a very, very fine pinstripe on it. It could possibly be because it's a very thick ribbed silk twill, or it could be actually you know, a design, a weave, or maybe even printed in some way, but more than likely a weave. It certainly looks to me like it's silk because of the crispness of it and the sheen of it. Absolutely exquisite, again of a light colour, very much like my silver grey ball gown. And what's wonderful about the lower skirt, just look at that detail, just look at all of the ruffles, these lovely pointed lower, or sort of lower underskirt if you like. She's got the upper underskirt and then she's got another one underneath that, so it looks like she's got two overskirts on, and the lower one is done in these lovely points, again with the black velvet bands edged in ruffles. And you can make out her lower skirt, her underskirt there, also made of the same silk as the dress by the looks of it. And what's wonderful there is see the amount of ruching on the lower part of the skirt, the gathered top edge of the trim there, and the ruffliness of the lower skirt. You can even make out a little bit of her balayage there just sticking out, or dust ruffle. Just see the little white bit just poking out. That was there to obviously protect the underside of the skirt from getting dirty. But it's just such an exquisite picture. It's obviously taken in some kind of a studio with one of these unusual little wooden chairs that you actually quite often see in photographs from this time. And they've also got these sort of like faux pillars there as well. So just such a nice picture. I wanted to share that with you today. I hope you enjoyed looking at it. And I'm going to end with showing you some of these pictures up close, and also showing you some pictures of my 1873 ball gown for comparison. I hope you enjoyed looking at it today. If you've got any questions or anything that you'd like to add in the comments, that would be fantastic. And please remember to like and subscribe and follow me both on Instagram and on YouTube. And I also have a TikTok account if any of you are interested, and it's all under the same name of Beauty and the Bustle. And I'll be posting lots more videos like this on antique photos, historical dressmaking and other things like that, hairstyling, that sort of thing. So if you're interested, please give me a follow and please comment below. That'd be much appreciated. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye. And here is my dress from La Mode Artistique 1873.